On this episode of Lapeef, Let's Talk.
I thought about you
I said again, AI in his prime do not pull the type of chicks he pulled now.
We're not doing this.
We're not doing this again. No.
Right,
once you said that, Logic, I thought about you today. I mean, not today. 2 days ago, this popped up on the feed about Allen Iverson at the game. You see how he looks? Oh, shoot. Hold on.
He looked good to me.
You see how he looked the same, right?
He looked good to
I'm
me.
sorry. He looked the same. Trust me. And you might think you know him, but you don't know him in person. But in a Facebook group, I made a post about it. And one of the guys said that he knows Allen Iverson, whatever. And he was like, Allen Iverson would definitely get the same girls because that's what he's been doing. So from someone that's never met him.
How many of us know any of these people we talk about on this show?
Yeah, but that's what we be telling you, Logic, when you calling people niggas.
I'm saying, how many of us know any of the people we talk about on this show?
Accordingly, you know what I'm saying? And smart women seek wise counsel, and wise counsel is often their husbands. You know, when my chick is about to go out, you know, a lot of times obviously 99% of the time she already understand how it is that she's supposed to move, because like Logic said, and I think that Logic was 100% correct. I don't disagree with not one thing that he said. You are an extension of me. You are the representation of my brand, right? And so she moves accordingly. If we want to take a more famous example, I think that the most dope, savvy, awesome chick that I have the most respect for, just because of what it is that she dresses like, she don't even open her mouth. We don't even know what her voice is half the time, is Savannah James. I think that she's a tier above all of these women out here. And so if you want a certain level of respect, in my opinion, you have to demand it, not by what it is that you say, but what it is that you represent, especially as a woman, right? But my chick always, if she even remotely starts to think, you know, if she even remotely starts to question it, she comes to me and say, Anton, what do you think about this? I don't know about this. And then I'll, you know what I'm saying, make the decision ultimately, but because I molded her and I trained her accordingly, because they don't even know what they don't know half the time. They don't know, you know, sometimes the direction that your brand is going or what it is that you're about to do in corporate America and all of that. And so you give them the game, right? Especially as they grow. You know, when we were younger, we did things a certain type of way that didn't require us to be a little bit more public. But now as we continue to grow and we get older, we move accordingly. And so you always continue in the mold and shape them, in my opinion. And you never stop. The entire time that you're married, for the entire time that y'all gonna be alive, you're going to continue. Now you're going to do less molding as they become, you know, more ingrained and the longer that they with you. However, in my opinion, you never stop molding them, ever. You never stop making adjustments. You never stop training them. You never stop giving them the game, because they don't even know what they don't know half the time. And in my opinion, even in the previous subject, that is also a form of provision and protection.
You know what? I want to just add some on to what Anton said, though, is that I wasn't even checking for Savannah James, because ideally you won't know she exists. She not the prototypical NBA wife. You won't know she exists, and I don't think she get enough respect for it. I didn't never paid attention to that whole dynamic until Anton keep using her as an example. And then, you know, it's hard to find her IG. Like, nobody's checking for that lady. She's so low key, and I think a lot of women need to be using her as an example in these marriages, because ideally, I'm not saying that a woman should be like, what's that old term? A woman should be seen, not heard, or whatever case may be, whatever that is. But the thing is that she is that ideal woman that I think that Black women should strive to, you know what I'm saying, be like, other than the Nicki Minaj's and all these other different people, these baby mamas.
Logic. Let me push back a little bit, just a little bit.
Wait, but Logic said that she's not popping. She is. Her Instagram is popping. She was trending last week for her new hair color. So it's like she's not like not.
See, that's what I was about to speak to, Kayla, specifically.
I follow her. She's popular as hell.
I don't think that there's a certain demographic of people that's checking for her. The people that's not supposed to check for,
it's not
the Dusties. They not checking for her. She's eliminated. She's literally eliminated a section of the population that's toxic from even being in her sphere, which is what women are supposed to do. You can eliminate all of that talk. You can eliminate how people see you. You can eliminate all of the problems that come along with women that dress a certain type of way. And then they say, well, don't objectify me. I can wear my pants and my butt out, but I don't want you to look at it when I walk down the street. You literally can eliminate that with your actions. And so the people that she attract in her sphere are people of a certain tier. They not dusty like that. And that's what I'm saying. I think that it is a segment of the population that's checking for. It's just a lot of people that's moving in a certain direction. They not familiar with it. And that's why it's so easy for me to cite, because I'll follow, or my wife will follow a Savannah James, but you will not see a Saweetie on my timeline. That's not even in my seriously, you will not see a Sweetie in my timeline. It don't pop up on my For You page.
Shots fired, Logic.
Go that way. My algorithm don't go that way, bro. I don't even subject myself.
Oh, that's Logic's crush.
Yeah, I don't follow that. So don't play me. I don't follow that. I
never even said nothing about Logic.
Why she gotta be a thought?
Why she got to be a thought?
Well, why do
you use her as an example?
You
last
call
week.
everybody.
You
You call everybody a
used her as
thought.
an example last week.
Every famous woman's been a
Yeah,
thought.
every single person you speak of is a thought. People you don't know, never met. Like, why?
Man,
Did I call Savannah James a thought?
You don't know any of the women. How about not call them any name other than their name?
Every single woman I speak on.
But why is it hard? They have names.
He's
Just
the
use
same
those.
one
You
that
don't know
said
them.
But
he's the one.
She's the thought. I don't know why y'all playing the games. That woman is a
I don't know
thought.
why you're
Y'all
taking
need to
him
protect
serious.
her and start protecting Savannah James. She
Well,
a
it's
thought.
not about
Said-
it has nothing to do with protection.
about
So
women in
let's not
general.
do that. We're just asking, why are you calling someone you don't know a thought?
I mean,
That was
why
just-
y'all taking him serious? He
You're
just said
right.
AI was outdated. He said AI was outdated last show.
These are facts.
Yeah, like y'all should have taken him
Just stand
serious.
on that. Ain't nobody check for no AI.
What?
I'm leaving
That's
that
a
alone.
lie. You know,
Bro, I ain't going
listen,
that. I ain't going that. Like I
we
said,
don't do that.
like I
thought
said,
about
I
you
say it again. AI in his prime do not pull the type of chicks he pulled now.
We're
That's
not doing this.
We're not doing this again. No.
All
So
right,
once you said that,
No.
Logic, I thought about you today. I mean, not today. 2 days ago, this popped up on the feed about Allen Iverson at the game. You see how he looks? Oh shoot! Hold
He
on.
look good to me.
You see, he looked the same, right?
He look good to
I'm
me.
sorry, he looked the same. Trust me. And you might think you know him, but you don't know him in person. But in a Facebook group, I made a post about it, and one of the guys said that he knows Allen Iverson, whatever, and he was like, Allen Iverson would definitely get the same girls because that's what he's been doing. So from someone that's never met him.
How many of us know any of these people we talk about on this show?
Yeah, but that's
No,
what we
you're
be telling you,
deflecting.
Logic,
You're
when you
deflecting.
calling people names.
Yeah.
I'm saying, how many of us know any of the people we talk about on this show?